Hi there, I'm Toby Allen. I am a writer and mental health advocate, and I'm one half of the BARROW Podcast, the show that I'm doing with my mum at the moment, where we come together each week to talk about dysfunctional families, divorce, mental illness, and it's also chronicling our attempt to write and hopefully publish a memoir together. So this is a big week for me. I am past the 6 months of, I'm past the halfway point of 12 months without alcohol. And also this Friday, I'm going to be releasing a video that I recorded all the way back in March that I was too afraid to release, and all about my body shame and my relationship with eating, with my body, with my weight. This is not something I ever thought that I was going to do, is talk about this stuff. But since Mum and I have been working on the memoir together, we've been in a process of really sort of examining ourselves, and this thing, me and my body, keeps coming up again and again. And so this week I'm going to be releasing some videos, not doing the vlogs so much on Thursdays, but I am over the next few weeks going to do some vlogs. They'll be a little longer than these Tuesday videos, but Friday I'm going to release this body shame video that I was, as I say, too afraid to release earlier in the year. So, you know, if you're interested in any of that, you can go check it out. But today I just wanted to talk about stress and medication and body shame generally, and what that means to me and what that might mean to other people. Like most people, I've always been concerned with how I look and worried that, you know, I don't look good enough or right or something. But also this has been born out of, I think, a lot of stress. And there's psychological and emotional factors related to stress, but it's also about my relationship with work and pushing myself way too far with work, often to appease feelings of, you know, that I lack self-worth and I can somehow create more value by working really hard. And I've done that at great expense to my body. So it's led to, you know, periods of overeating to alleviate stress. It's also been why I've gained a lot of weight, because I've been putting too much focus in my work and neglecting exercise and neglecting all sorts of things. Also, stress led me to drinking, and I had a long, sustained period of what I would say was basically functional alcoholism. And, you know, since commencing medication for various mental health conditions, I've had a lot more clarity in my life, and it's been able to create a foundation for me to make better choices. And so going without alcohol for 12 months was something I decided that I wanted to do this year. And so that's been a big part of my life, and something that I'm, you know, happy about, a decision that I made to stop drinking. And I don't know whether that's going to carry on for longer than 12 months. But, you know, these 12 months will be a start. And as I say, I'm past the halfway point there. So that's pretty exciting. It's also exciting to note that we're, I think, 10, 11 weeks into the podcast. And so I guess I'm making this video in some ways to sort of address, like, the fact that life can change, and you can make decisions. You can sort of crawl your way back out of whatever situation you find yourself in. And certainly, like, I'm really just at the beginning of that journey, I think. Where it comes to my weight and my feelings about my body, I'm really at the beginning of, I talked recently in the COVID fog video that I did last week about the getting back mindset is quite unhealthy. So, like, getting back in shape is something, it's like a recurring thought with me. You know, that isn't great necessarily, but I do feel as if I'm at the beginning now of really tackling my body and my weight, and that is such a big part of this space that I'm creating, or that Mum and I have been creating together, with relation to the memoir, but relating to the mental health advocacy work that I'm just starting out doing as well, where, you know, mind and body go hand in hand, right? And how you feel about how you look, your weight fluctuating, your relationship with food, your relationship with exercise, all these things are interconnected. And I'm really, you know, I'm seeing that very clearly, not for the first time in my life necessarily, but with greater clarity. The other side of medication is also that one of the symptoms is a propensity to gain weight, which is an interesting, provides an interesting tension that maybe I'll talk about a little bit more in the future. But yeah, if you've ever started new medication or had to force yourself to address these things in your life, I'm sure you're aware, even though you might not feel that this is true, that you're definitely not alone in that journey. And if I can dispense any advice, I would say that really it just comes down to trying to tackle one little thing at a time. So right now, well, you know, a few years ago, it was, for me, getting a diagnosis and starting medication. This year, it's been eliminating alcohol. And in the weeks to come and months to come and over the next few years, it will be trying to reframe that relationship with food, exercise, self-esteem, body, all those things. There's so many components to this, and it does feel overwhelming a lot of the time, but just try to focus on one little thing at a time. So I know this one's a bit of a ramble, but that's everything that's going on for me right now, and my head's kind of like spinning all over the place, but yeah, I'm trying to get there, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, as always, if any of this makes sense, or you want to try and make sense of what I've just said back to me, or it resonates, then please feel free to comment below. And finally, if you found this video interesting in some kind of a way, then I guarantee you'll find the Barrow Podcast interesting as well. Links and further information can be found in the description below, as well as on the homepage for this YouTube channel. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye.